Hello, this video is to show you how to write G-code based off your coordinate systems you learned in the last video. For this and a lot of our drawings we're going to be doing in this course, we're going to be using software called Mach 3. So to find Mach 3 on PCs in the lab, you're going to want to just start typing in your search on your start window. Okay? And you want to be looking for Mach 3 loader. You're going to want to look for Mach 3 mil. Okay, so this is the base software. A couple things I have to warn you about in this software. You have to keep in mind that it's free software, and it's very commonly used amongst hobbyists. Some industry uses them too on the less expensive laser machining systems and plasma cutting systems and so forth. But it's actually a very good tool. You can download the software at home. I will put a link to this software in the course. Basics, actually I'm going to show you how to operate the software to run our CNC machines in the lab. So I'm not going to go over that in this video. Look for that in a future video. But I want to show you how to write G-code by hand. So in the software, if you click on Edit G-code, it brings up a notepad. And the notepad on your PC is actually the base place where all machinists will write their hand G-code. So notepad is where you will be writing G-code. Now on Blackboard, I give you address codes for milling and turning. Okay, let's see if I can zoom in on this guy a little bit. Oh, maybe not that one. Standard G&N codes, that's what we want. Okay, I'll zoom in on this a little bit so you can see it. So you should have read over this, or you should be after this video. These are standard G and M codes are on the back page for use when you're writing G code for a CNC machining center machine. Main ones we're going to be using in this course are the G00, positioning or rapid traverse, a G01, linear interpolation, that's just a straight line move, and the circular interpolation moves are G02 and G03. But there's a couple codes that you have to enter before you can actually start drawing things. You have to tell this machine where you want to draw it and how you want to draw it. So couple codes I'm looking at here. If you see these G17, G18, G19, if you remember from the previous video, all of our drawings were done on the XY plane. We had the X axis and the Y axis. So in our code, we have to define that. So I'm going to do that right now. G17. Space. Next one, I'm going to put a G20. Okay, all of my drawings that I'm going to be doing are in inch. If you prefer to draw in millimeters, you would enter a G21. And then on the bottom here, the other side of the sheet, make this a little bigger. We have to define if we're using absolute programming or incremental. In the video I had before this one, I showed you the difference between the two, so you can pick which method you like. I'm going to do this in absolute programming, so I'm going to put a G90 here. Okay, so my previous video we talked about the X and Y planes. We didn't say much about the Z. Z is actually the vertical axis, or raising the pen up and down on our CNC trainers that we have in the lab. So my first move here is going to be the safest move safest move on the machine, which is bring the spindle or the pen up. So I'm going to do a G00 Z1. Okay? This may not make sense now, but after you watch a video about setting up the CNC trainers, this will all make total sense of why we went to Z1. Basically, to give you the short explanation, is we're going to be programming that machine for Z0 to be touching the paper. So Z1 will be lifting the pen up on those trainers. Okay, so we have G00, Z1. So my pen is up. Next move I'm going to program is G00, and you don't have to capitalize it, X0, Y0. This ensures that no matter who left this machine last, that when I open up my program, the first thing it does is lift the pen up and go to my origin. Okay? So a couple commands that you just have to put in there to start your program correctly. Okay, so next move, I'm going to bring up my drawing here. We want to, so right now, if we kind of plot this as we go along, G00, X0, Y0, that's going to be a move to this origin. Then I want to go to my X1, Y1. So I'm going to go to G00, X1, Y1. Now if you remember our G codes, G00 is a rapid traverse. That means that's moving at full speed. So we're rapiding to that point. My next move, I'm going to do a G01, Z0. What that's doing, since I moved to this point, I'm going to be putting my pen down on the paper at a feed rate of 60 inches per minute. F60 means 60 inches per minute. Okay? So that's how fast it's going to feed there. That's the difference between the G00 and the G01 command. G01 command, you're allowed to specify a feed rate. G00 is just full speed. Okay, so my next move, I want to go to X1, Y5. I'll go G01, X1, Y5. I could specify the feed rate, but since I specified it on this code up here, every code following it is going to follow that feed rate. So I don't have to. Next move, G01, we're going to go to this point here. So it's X5, Y5. Next move would be, you guessed it, X5, Y1. And our last move is going to be G01, X1, Y1. So this is the code that actually drew this entire box. Now we're not quite done yet though. We have to end our program in a safe condition as well. So I'm going to go with a G00, a rapid move, Z1. Lift the pen up. And if you want to, not everybody does this, but I do sometimes, I go with a G00, X0, Y0. Just puts my machine back to home when I'm done with it. Okay? Now, there's an M code that I want you to put at the end of every program, or at the programs we're writing. If you can kind of look sideways here, an M30 right here is an end program rewind stop. So if I put that in here, what that does is it says this is the end of my program and I want you to rewind to run another part. So this M30 command will give you a continuous run, sort of. It'll ask you to push start every time, but it'll loop around, push start, run it, loop around, push start, run it. So a continuous process, like you're running out multiple parts. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, or the next thing I'm going to do, save as. I would save it into a folder on your H drive. I don't have a folder, but I'm going to create a name. Just make it Servo Demo 1. If I were you, I would name it Servo's Lab 1, Lab 2, something like that with your name on it. Okay, so X out of Notepad, open up my Mach 3. So now when I open Mach 3, I go to Load G-Code, I go to my H drive, find my Servo's Demo 1. There it is. Okay, notice it plotted my square on the screen here. So this software actually will simulate what you're drawing or what your code is read like. So what I'm going to do, you notice we have X position, Y position. Your software will often open up like this. And in my next video I'll show you how to jog the machine and run it to a 0 point on or an origin on our machine. Then you just simply click 0x, I'm sorry, I have to push reset, 0x, 0y, 0z. Now what's cool about this software is actually simulate lifting the pen up or spindle up, and it'll actually show you drawing its points. So if I click cycle start here, pen up, move to our origin, pen down, draw our first line, draw our second line, third, fourth, pen up, back to origin. Okay? So that's the basics of G-code programming. Remember to just kind of follow this format. Don't forget these first commands here defining what you're doing and how you're doing it. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact your instructor. Alright, thank you. Have fun.